Hi and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a basic or a bare financial model with some changing scenarios on the template and also to display all the net present value results for all the scenarios that we will be doing. So in here are the major assumptions. So we have the start of the project, which is technically the year where all the development will happen or to make the project ready for operation, and then we're going to look for a 5-year period of operations. We also have revenue and cost in PHP million per annum, and also the capital to be spent on year 0 or development stage, and also the inflation and tax rates. Now the first thing is to build a model. I'm going to put a period here. So the period will be year 0 for the development. When you say year 1, that will be the start of operations. We're gonna put year 1 on that, then drag it up to year 5 to satisfy the assumption, and then make a total. Then also gonna put the date here because we have a given date on that. This is the start. All of the development will happen in this year. And then on year 1 to 5, we're going to call the end of year because we wanted to base the computation at the end of the year instead of the beginning of the year. So we're going to make some formula for that. EO month, the start date will be the last date on the previous year, and then comma, we'll call December, which is equal to 12. And that's it. Copy and paste it here, and that's it. Now we're gonna fill in information on this value. So for the inflation, we're gonna start on year 1. We're gonna start with 100%, and for the succeeding year, just 100% plus the stated inflation here, locked inflation, and then copy and paste it. Have some average for that for reference, and then select all of that, enter. And then for the revenue, we're just gonna copy this revenue here, multiplied by the inflation rate, and then just lock the column for the revenue, and then copy, paste it here, and also this part, lock the inflation here, do not move the row, copy and paste it, also in this part, but this time I'm gonna make it as negative value for the cost, and that's it. Now have some on this, and then paste it here. That's it. Now for the NAND cache, we're gonna make some workaround for that. We're gonna use the negative value and gonna use the capital here, and then divided by the base period, which is the assumption is that all the capital outlay is consists of depreciating assets. And we're gonna lock this part, also this part, copy and paste it, have some sum on the total, and that's it. Now just format this cell into a red figure, as a sign of negative figure, then make a sum because the profit is technically revenue minus cost, and that's it. Copy and paste it, copy and then paste it here. And for the tax paid, that will be profit multiplied by the tax rate here. But of course, we're gonna make some if statement for that, because if there is no profit or it's net loss, there will be no taxes for that. So we're gonna have an if statement. If this figure is greater than 0, then execute this formula. Otherwise, retain 0 for that. And, and then that's it. Now lock the tax rate for that, and then OK. And that's it. Copy and paste it. Copy and paste this one. Make a sum. And just make it as a negative figure, I think, um, here. And that's it. And that's it. Check it. That's okay now. For the net profit, make a sum of the tax paid here and the profit and the tax paid, and that's it. Copy and paste it. That's your income statement. Now let me have a simple cash flow again. Indirect method. Copy the net profit here and then paste it here. And then add back the depreciation. Use a negative sign because this is negative. Add those figure back. and then paste it here. Then the capital will be in year 0. All the capital will be spent in year 0 as a negative value, and that's it. Now for the net cash flows, just make a sum of the net profit, depreciation, and capital, and that's it. Now for the NPV, we're going to use the XNPV, but you can use also the NPV. We're going to use NPV because there is an exact date here. Now I'm going to use the rate of 10 as a default value, but the right thing is to use the hurdle rate set by the company for this. But for this example, we'll just use the default, and then this is the value here. Just pick the year 1 to year 5 here. Then the dates will be the corresponding year here on this part. And close it, and then plus the present value of this capital on this part. And this is the NPV now. And that's it. That's the model. So we're going to build the scenario here. This is the changing cell for the scenario, or the input cell. We're going to input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios on that. So let me make the exact scenario on this part. Just make some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then some formatting, conditional formatting, very simple. Just highlight cell rules equal to the option here, whatever the user chose on that part, and then let me have some color orange on that, and that's it. Then you change the scenario, the specific scenario will be highlighted, and that's it. Now the description here, let me make the base case first. So I'm gonna copy all the base case here, and then obviously paste it here. So I'm gonna make a little modification on the inputs. I'm going to use an offset function for that. And then I'm going to have some reference, which is the same cell here, the reference. And there is no row because the format is in a per column. So I'm going to call a column for that, which is the chosen option. And then that's it. Now lock it here. Yeah, lock it. And then just copy here and paste it all the way. And that's it. That's 0 because the chosen option is 4. Let me go back to 1. It's the base case. It's still the NPV. And that's it. Now the second scenario, maybe the revenue is higher, like to 150. And also the cost is like 50. Let me check that. This is 150. Just input the scenario here. And then 50. Then let me change it to 2 here. Okay. Some of the formula is not updating. So let me just have some if function for this. If this logical test here is the offset itself, this formula is equal to nothing, comma, then just return to the base case. Copy the base case here. Then, comma, if not, execute this formula. Copy this formula and then paste it here and then close it. That's it. Okay, Alt ESF, copy and paste it, and that's it. It's now being updated. So the second scenario has this NPV result. Now let me make the third scenario here. The scenario is, let me take the inflation. Inflation now is like 1%. So for that, let me just make a 1% here and then choose that third scenario here, and the template is now updated into this amount. Let me work on the fourth requirement or scenario here. Let me say that the tax rate is also lower. Tax rate is like 20%. I'm gonna input here the tax rate here. All the rest remains the same. And then I'm gonna choose that scenario, and the template is updating again. The last scenario is about the capital. Capital is a little higher, like 250. What will happen? Let me make it here 250 and choose the scenario 5. That's it. This is the NPV. Now, if you want to display all the NPV results of each scenarios here, let me make some NPV result here. Let me label it as current scenario. And then on this part, on this cell, I'm gonna refer it to the NPV here calculation, because this is a templated model. all the values will be updated when you use the data table. So we're going to highlight these cells here that includes all the option. Go to data tab, what if analysis data table. Then for the row input cell, only the row input cell, just pick this cell reference here, whatever the chosen option of the user, and then click OK, and that's it. Let me go back to the base case. Let me check it. This is the current scenario, same figure, and this is the NPV result displayed on your scenario here. Let me have a second check for that. Yes, that's it. All are equal here. And that's it. I'm finished here. I'm done. If you're liking my videos, you can subscribe in my channel, and see you next time, and thanks.